Hello, welcome back to Presentation and Seminar Skills 1. This is week 6. Today, we are going to cover how to organize and outline a presentation. And let me provide you with some tips for the introduction to presentations. And also, I will provide you with your presentation project. When you plan your speech or presentation, remember that you have generally 3 main goals. First, inform the audience some information and knowledge. It is very important that you need to research and collect correct data or evidence in order to avoid conveying a wrong information. 2, persuade the audience, usually in order to change their mind with your information by your speech or presentation. For example, let's think about this situation. There is a girl who liked fast fashion, but she changed her mind and stopped buying at fast fashion stores as she has been influenced by the content of your speech or presentation. The content of your speech and presentation included a real story about how fast fashion brand can mass produce cheap and trendy clothing by using child labor in Bangladesh and some other countries. And the girl was so shocked at the fact that you delivered. And she researched more after the presentation of yours by herself, and now she thinks that ethical fashion needs to be more common among young people. And she's trying to share her ideas by using social networking sites. 3, entertain in order to make the audience feel relaxed and sometimes to attract attention during your speech and presentations. But in presentations in university, do not require such skills to entertain the audience because the purpose of the goals of the course is not to make you come up with funny jokes, and the topics are not for entertainment, such as refugees we are going to cover. To achieve your general goal, try to identify 2 to 4 central ideas the audience needs to understand. Limit the number of main points for easier understanding is very important. As I said a second ago, main points cannot exceed 4. More importantly, the difference between a 5 minutes versus 25-minute speech is not the number of main points, but the extent to which each main point is developed. In other words, the longer you deliver a speech, you need more explanations or descriptions on the main points, not increasing the number of the main points. You also need to mind that the audience cannot recall many points later on, so try to narrow down the points you're going to share in the speech and presentations. Now, can you explain how to construct a good thesis statement? Here are tips to help you generate a good thesis statement. First, your thesis statement for the presentation or speech has to be 1 to 2 sentence summary of your speech. Also, the thesis statement has to contain a general goal and a specific goal. In other words, big picture and more detailed goals when you give a presentation or speech. Lastly, your thesis statement has to provide a blueprint or draft for body paragraphs of your speech, and you need to preview of main ideas. Then, let's review how to write a thesis statement. First, you should write the general and specific goals of your presentation. For example, let me give you this sentence. If your general goal is here, I want to inform my audience of career development, and your specific goals like, I want my audience to learn the appropriate steps of getting a job after graduation of college. 2, please list the main points. For example, the main points are here. 3 main points are here. First main point is that the current employment situation of university graduates. And second main point is how to connect your university studies to your future career. And the third one is how to connect your current work experience to your future job. Next, you should combine your general and specific goals with your main points as the slide presents. Let's take a look at the text on the slide. The text in the blue, the first sentence goes, "My goal is to inform you the appropriate steps of getting a job after graduation." This sentence is considered as a combination of general and specific goals of your presentation. Then the main points follow by providing 3 concrete points. The first point is written in yellow. I will be describing the current employment situation of university graduates. The second one follows in the orange text by saying how to connect your university studies to your future career. The final point is in green that states how to connect your current work experience to your future job. When you plan your presentation, recall and use the presentation language that you have learned in the previous lessons. The example languages shown on this slide are written in yellow letters. For example, my goal is to inform you. And in the second line, first of all, I will be describing. And from the third to the fourth line, it says, second, I will explain, followed by, and finally, I will end the presentation by discussing. Outlining the body of the speech. The outlining the body of the speech can be developed quite similar to your essay writing. So you should start with the introduction, of course, and provide an adequate context of your thesis statement, and state your thesis statement towards the end of this section. And you will have main point 1, 2, maybe 3 maximally, with supporting points and examples and evidence. Then you should conclude with the conclusion section by providing a summary of the main points. And also you can add a final thought of your presentation. Now here is the instruction for your presentation project for weeks 6 and 7. First, please read the instructions and requirements of the assignment carefully. You can download the instructions on Manaba. Then, second, in groups, identify possible main ideas within the scope of the assignment. So please develop the main ideas and also how to give the presentation in the groups. Then third, construct a rough outline of your presentation and start preparing the content. You can also work with your group members. However, you need to give or deliver a speech presentation by yourself without any slides or without showing any pictures, nothing at all. Okay, so that's it. So please check the deadline on Manaba, and you can keep working with your group members during weeks 6 and 7. Good luck.